So yesterday, I send my Sheriff Neil Gross this. And he responds to me. He's only responds to me twice. The last time he responded so quickly is when I did this. This happened 10 minutes after I finished. The video right underneath said that I was naming names and sending them to law enforcement. And I did that video outside. Obviously, you can see. And the sheriff's department came by my house. The video hadn't even uploaded, and it was like a 3.5 minute video. And I sent Neil the email. Was this supposed to be intimidating? This was when he sent me the report on that gas station. I'd gone on and on and on since that gas station explosion, but this is the first time he ever sent me the report. But it also had to deal with the meth, because this is what he sent me. Now, nothing happened to the people next door. They just moved their meth operation. Now I don't have people on my cameras showing up at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning and getting bags of money. But the people are still there. Shit's still going on. He hasn't done shit. But, like yesterday, he had a whole excuse and he blamed it off on his deputy. And, my police station is corrupt. Which is why people are sending me shit like this about Brandon Gosh. No one in town wants to get involved, because my sheriff's department is involved in a meth operation, and these people are very, very powerful. So I send out this email, and then Neil responds, "Nothing to see here. It's the fire marshal. He was the one who was in. It was the fire marshal. They did it." But Neil was working on behest of the same satanic Nazi pedo group that Doug Mesner works for. It's being run by key people who are very powerful, obviously. And so, but he ended up sending me this because he doesn't want the meth stuff out. And the only reason I know about the meth shit is because people in town are telling me about it. It's an open secret here. And Neil will do this. But let's just explore some of the coincidences that were going on right before this gas station explosion. I was getting death threats constantly that I was sending to Neil, who said, well, we can't figure out who's sending these death threats, so it was absolutely no help. There were men at 3 o'clock in the morning across the street from that gas station so loud that they woke up my neighbors, who were the ones who told me. They were there Saturday. That gas station blew up on Monday. But Neil didn't tell anybody that. The deputy that they had going after me, this Deputy Donovan, who the official story is Neil's department bullied him into suicide, but he committed suicide a week and a half before this gas station explosion. And my sister had just bought the house across the street. So with this gas station explosion, they could have gotten rid of both me and my sister. And this gas station was up for, 40 years and never had a problem. And all of a sudden blew up. And they lied. They said there was only one explosion. There's not just one explosion. There's two. I don't give a fuck he admits that there's two. But on the report, there's only one. And this is the first time he's ever responded to me. But any fucking asshole who has a problem with me, they don't even have to be in the state. They'll call those motherfuckers back. This is Captain. He did this video saying that they called him back. And obviously called him back a couple times in order to disparage me. But they're so polite, Neil is full of shit. They're involved in a meth operation, and they're helping this satanic Nazi pedo group. And that's what Neil is involved with. And he can say whatever the fuck he wants. And ever since I've gotten into Harlan, coincidences, I can show the shit from the Christian organization that set me up. I have fucking screenshots of their conversations. I can nail them. The library bullshit. They were hiring me. The day that everything went down, I was signing employment papers. But then I figured out what the fuck was going on. So I'm so crazy, but they were employing me that day. What pissed me off is that they left a copy of my driver's license and a copy of my social security card on the desk for everyone to see at the front, And I bitched about that. But it's been setup after setup. My car getting totaled. And the cops weren't even called. And all of a sudden, 3 different sheriff from 3 different directions. And it couldn't have been more than a few minutes after that car accident. It was almost like they were anticipating the car accident. And my sister was also in the car. And so this is the shit that goes on. It's coincidence after coincidence after coincidence. But coincidence after coincidence after coincidence stops being a series of coincidences and starts to form a pattern. And that's what this is. But go ahead. You want to hear shit about me, disparaging stuff? Just call him. Fuck, Neil and his department will call you back. Over and over and over till they get a hold of you. This dude thinks he can't be touched. And he is helping a group of satanic Nazi pedophiles to do their thing and hide their thing. This dude is corrupt, he's a dickhead, and he needs to be investigated. And he can call whoever the fuck he wants and tell him whatever the fuck he wants to tell him about me, but he knows how I feel. Fuck, if I did this video outside, they'd show up at my house before I even uploaded this video. And I say that because it isn't like it hasn't happened before. But it's just another coincidence. Just a coincidence. Nothing to see here. But I don't think anything is going to change in this whole thing. Because I live in a town where everyone will gossip and talk shit about each other behind each other's backs, but never have the balls to say it to their face. And that includes me. They'll bitch about all the meth that's around here because there's a lot of meth here. Trust me. Look at the fucking roster for the cop shop and how many fucking meth heads get arrested. I have a whole group of them right next to me. But nothing ever gets done. The meth never stops. I wonder how that works. Because this dude thinks he can't be touched. He's impervious. He can't do anything. He can fucking hook kids on meth. He can protect satanic pedophiles from blowing up goddamn gas stations. And they'll all lie about it because there's a lot of money involved with it. There's a lot of money involved with it. And it's been going on for a long ass time. So I don't know what to do or say anymore, But I'm tired of people putting me on the front lines because they're too fucking chicken shit to do anything or say anything themselves, If they care about kids, prove it. Prove it. Because from what I can see, it's all a bunch of talk, but no action. Ever.